Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Jolie. I'm a spiritual channel. I channel these light beings. They call themselves beings of eternal oneness with the creating force of all that is. And today they are bringing another message forward to you. So I asked the question to the beings of light around the concept of the way that our children treat each other. And the big B word, you know which word I'm trying not to get censored here. I've had several of my videos removed. So the big B word of how our children interact with one another, especially during those middle school and high school years, that can be extremely challenging. And we know that we see a lot going on within our schools, a lot of very upsetting things happening within our schools that we see on the news, and how children are treating one another. So I took the question to the beings of light. I said, why is this happening? We're seeing it more and more. It's not subsiding. So what is the problem here? How can we correct it? What is it that we need to know? And this is the message that they brought forward. Be the change. Help and facilitate humanity's shift from self-loathing, hate, anger, and fear to love, acceptance, kindness, and care. We will now empower you to do this work. See and speak that this unkindness among children is not a rite of passage, but a learned behavior stemming from fear. It is not to be tolerated and accepted as something survived as a child. Speak out. Do not hold your tongue. Do not speak words of judgment, but speak of the way to make a shift. Those who prefer not to come into the light will be left behind and will not see those who are healing in light. Sound your battle cry and lead the brigade into love, hope, comfort, ease, and acceptance. Love will light the path forward. And that was the end of the message. So they are saying, now is the time that we need to be the change to help humanity to make a shift. We need to help to facilitate humanity's shift from self-loathing, lack of love, hate, and anger into love, acceptance, kindness, and care. That they will empower us now to do this work. And it is up to us as the adults to do this work, which means we as adults have to do our healing. We must heal. We must be healed. Therefore, we can go ahead and we can help our children heal. And then we can bring children into the world who are healed, who understand love at its core, and that we no longer are plagued with these issues within our schools. They say that this unkindness among the children, especially the big B word, you know what I'm talking about. This unkindness among children is not a rite of passage. We've always thought it's a rite of passage. Oh, especially like during those like middle school years, you're like, oh man, for some of us, not everybody, maybe you enjoyed those years, but for some of us, those years are probably the times when children are really treat each other the worst. And so they're saying that that's not a rite of passage. That is not acceptable. We have accepted that we've just said, well, that's just the way it is. You just got to get through those years. Kids are kids, and eventually you'll get out of it. You'll move on, and life will get better for you. So they say, no, this is a learned behavior. Who's teaching them? We are. It's a learned behavior. It stems from fear, and it stems from a lack of love. They say this is not to be tolerated. It's not something to be accepted. This shouldn't be something that a child survives. It should not be something survived as a child, they say. They say, speak out, do not hold your tongue, but do not speak words of judgment. They want us to speak out and find ways to make this shift. And they say that we should go now, sound our battle cry. They say, lead the brigade into love, hope, comfort, ease, and acceptance for all. And that love will light the path forward. So what they have said is that this is an epidemic, but it is an epidemic of fear, self-loathing, and an absence of love. And so that is what these children who are acting out in these ways are experiencing. And that is what's happening there. They say that we can take all the precautions we want, and we should. They're not saying not to. They say, yes, absolutely. Take precautions. And they say we can do all the external precautions that we would like, but they're saying that this is an inside job. This is an internal issue inside. This is something that needs to come from the inside out, that needs to be healed. And they say until we understand this and we start to, strip this away at its core, that it's not an external issue, it's an internal issue. And we start to lead from love, and we start to heal ourselves and help to heal our children, that this issue will continue. But they're saying we have all the power in the world to make a change. And they're asking us to do that now, to stand up, to speak out, not with judgment, but to make a shift and to figure out ways where we can help to facilitate love for those who are experiencing lack. So that is the end of the message. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you very soon with another channel message.